To it. Let's get back into it. Let's go. Hold on, y'all. Let's play some music. Let's get into it. That's why I said they can't stop this, man. You listen to the tunes of Dana J. Let's go. I'm being more careful. Let's go. Uh, uh. What up, Kelly? Like you so much, Callie. What's going on? All right. I told y'all, man, they can't play with me, man. They can't play with me. They can't hold me back, man. I'm like Diddy. We can't be stopped now. We ain't going nowhere. We dream team for life now. But let's get back into it. So the person said, I personally tend to think, even if the parents lied or conspired to place Jane Doe number 5 with RSK, Jane Doe number 5 will still abuse, traffic, and etc. And my question was, how? How's that possible? Then she said, all in all, even if our parents are dishonest, co-conspirators, JD number 5 was still a young teenager who had limited control over any of what occurred and was a victim of extremely unfortunate circumstances. That simply can't be justified. I just can't place the burden on her shoulders because she happened to be surrounded by people who didn't protect her. To say RSK shouldn't have been charged because Jane Doe number 5 had bad parents is the opposite of why you got into this case in the first place. From what I've seen, you came in to help a family whose child was victimized in unthinkable ways. The evidence shows she was victimized in unthinkable ways and needed someone to help and protect her. Regardless of her age or how she got there, you came in and did a commendable job of doing so. Perhaps for the first time for JD number 5, if the parent stories are true. So you good deeds were not and are not at all in vain. Getting off my soapbox, laugh out loud. So, and when you look at that, you're trying to figure out how in the hell can somebody be a victim, right? But never sound the alarm of being victimized. That's my question. How can you be a victim? Montana, what up? How can you be a victim but not be victimized? I mean, how can you be a victim but not sound the alarm of being victimized? So with that being said, is you looking at certain things, right? And you seeing certain people actions on social media. So then you're going to look at something like this. And when you look at this, you be like, hold on. What the hell is going on? So it says, during my term with Rkelly, listen to the key word, as a friend and as employee, I witnessed sex, hostility, snatching, grabbing, groping, drugs, alcohol, and bipolar behavior. All from a man who could write a record better than he can spell his name. Pause. I'm going to ask this question. Cheryl Mack said, as a friend and as an employee, she witnessed smecks, hostility, snatching, grabbing, groping, drugs, alcohol, and bipolar behavior. My question is, which one of these is a crime? Which one of these is a crime? That's what I want to know. But then I want you to focus on some things, right? Cheryl Mack opens up her story and say, I began my journey with Robert professionally in August of 2005. Pause. Who never gave a date, past, present, or future, of when they professionally start working with a Robert? Let's break this down. What up, Gemini? Oh, nothing. They was hating on me. They don't want me to go live. So then it says, prior to that, there was just cordial conversation. My first visit to Robert's studio was in 2005 with my artist, Sherry Hawk, who now travels as background vocalist for Tamia. Robert invited Sherry and I to his chocolate factory studio, located in the basement of his Olympia Fields, Illinois home that was foreclosed on 2013. She made sure she said that. That's what that means when it's in parentheses. They really want you to know that. We arrived there with the intent to play music and get direction, but we ended up there for days in the studio with Robert at his request. Watching him create, there were numerous girls of all ages. Pay close attention to the wordplay. There were numerous girls of all ages. Pause. If they were all ages, they can't be girls. If they were all ages, they can't be girls. But she said there were numerous girls of all ages in and out of the studio at all times. Some waited for hours, and some came right in and were introduced and would ultimately disappear. Pause. That cuts the narrative and the lie of Robert don't let people around who he's supposed to be dating. And that also cuts the narrative of Robert dating underage girls. Well, if that's the case, he wouldn't have shown you. So therefore, he wasn't dating them. Y'all words, not mine. There were many. All of them were very, very young. Really? Sherry, in her early 30s at the time, didn't seem of interest to Robert, but he loved her voice and said he was very impressed with me as her manager and wanted to give her a shot at recording records for other projects. She recorded several records, and one of which he actually selected for his album Double Up. That album did very well. We saw credits, but there was zero compensation. Shari was featured on the album singing a duet alongside Robert titled Having a Baby. Hold up. Pause for a second. I thought that was. Hold on. Mm. Let's see something for a second. Because, see, I can easily pull this up. Hold on. I can easily pull this up real quick. So, the weird part about this is that the only name on here is Rkelly. So, which means if you're not getting credits, Cheryl Mack, you was the executive producer of the album. How is it that your artists ain't get credits, but you did? So she said we saw credits, but there was no money, no compensation. Sherry was featured, having a baby. Okay. Robert never possessed any further activity with Sherry after that and said he wasn't going to make the song a single. So Sherry lost interest and moved on with other supporting act opportunities with Brandy, Kelly Price, and ultimately made her home with Tamia. Sherry and I parted ways, and I continued my working relationship with Robert. Stop. If y'all see credits and not no money, why would you continue having a working relationship? This is what I mean. During the early visits with Robert, I was introduced to his staff of engineers, and I became a staple piece. He referred to me as his sister. I met Robert's kids on the first visit to his home. He seemed very close to the children, and this was during the alleged porn court case period. There was a very close relationship with Joanne, his oldest daughter, now 16. Joanne was around more than Jaya and Robert Jr. She was a dancer and always danced at Robert's request for his guests. It was uncomfortable. There was one late night party, and Robert had her dancing on the pool table for his guests. There were older men present, mostly staff. This was awkward. Pause. Joanne never talked about this. So, if she would talk about an alleged touching by her dad, right? Why wouldn't she talk about her dancing on a pool table for older men if it actually happened? So she said he cheered her on, and it seemed as if the guys were afraid to clap or even look at her. She was young, and it was inappropriate. Robert made sure that everyone knew my name. Jeff, the engineer, Garibaldi, the house, the in-house engineer, Ian, also the house engineer, Donnie Lau, music producer, ran the studio. The studio was open around the clock, and Robert recorded after midnight and into the mornings every day. His days began around 4 p.m. with him making rounds with his guests and ultimately ending in the studio. I was always invited to every event: costume party, dinners, house parties with themes, five-star parties as they were called. I was there for Robert video shoots and actually appeared in videos. This was never a paid opportunity with Robert. Our agreement was that if I found an artist opportunity, I would bring it to him first. During that time, I never felt fear of Robert. It was a simple understanding. I worked a corporate job by day and traveled to Chicago on weekends. I traveled at my own expense and did so for several years. I introduced Robert to an artist that I began working with out of Atlanta, Dawn. I was shopping her project and getting interest when I played her music for Robert. Robert requested pictures and video of Dawn. When I showed that to him, after loving her voice, he invited her out at his expense. Dawn was early 20s at the time. When I flew her out, she brought a girlfriend with her, Angie. Robert met Dawn, loved her, and invited her repeatedly, then without me. Ultimately, after a few more visits for parties and no studio time ever, Dawn stopped visiting Robert. So, if you don't know the streets, you see where this is going. If you don't know the streets, you see where this is going, right? So, my question would be, and this is just the opening page. You know what I mean? We ain't we ain't going to page 2 tonight. We're gonna go tomorrow. We're going to go tomorrow because then we're going to get into Precious Way. Right? We're going to get into Precious Way. And what I want y'all to do is take notes because this is the blueprint for surviving R. Kelly. Now, if Cheryl Mack talked on surviving R. Kelly and went and testified, right? And you got Cheryl Mack blueprint with Tim Savage title. And you have all of the stories that's supposed to be the way it happened. I have to ask, is Cheryl Mack portraying to be somebody else on these YouTube streets and throwing everybody else off and buying time for everybody else just so they can screw Robert and she can finally get what she feel as though that she didn't get working for Robert? I'm going to ask this question again. Could Cheryl Mack be perpetrating as somebody else on these YouTube streets? And throwing everybody off while also ensuing that her and the network finally get what Robert didn't give them while she was working for him. I'm going to ask again. Could Cheryl Mack be perpetrating on these YouTube streets, acting like somebody else, but throwing people off and whole time ensuing that her and the network, as Don called them, are getting what Robert did not give them, or they claim that Robert didn't give them when they were working for him? Which leads me into Angelo. See, mysteriously, the rat reaches out to Angelo. And they become friends, like brothers, more than you would ever know. And when the time is right, the rat struck. And what made me really think about it is you sit back and you listen to the rat say, someone tried to backdoor DJ the same way he took Angelo's followers. And you sit back and you be like, huh? Is that what this was about all along? But I gotta take you back to something. Shout out to Whitney D. Let's just listen. You know what I'm saying? Let's just listen. Because I gotta take you there. Let's listen.
Fucking lying, non-credible ass station. It's just so ridiculous that people believe that you get shit so first. Some of your shit be so secondhand, it don't even make sense. Then that fucking shit about us. You never got straight shit firsthand from me. Never. Never. That's what you always been mad about. I always been a straight shooter with you, but then I know you was fucking messy. And right now, really show me how messy you are. Do you know you got children, right? I hope everybody know that this same woman that sit on here got children. She going that children she gonna have to defend one day in her life or sometime in her life. Like how in the fuck can you be this hard up to want fucking money? Because you ain't getting no more success than YouTube. You had your chances to go on the big screen, you blew them. So you ain't gonna do nothing but be a fucking YouTube. And YouTube pay good, so I ain't gonna knock that. You're a YouTuber, that's cool. But when you sit there and you start telling lies, I gotta ask the motherfucking people, the worldwide, the real 250,000 followers you got, to ask them a real question of how the fuck do y'all follow somebody that's so fucking messy, that sit there, that got a whole house full of kids, that fucking sit there, get drunk, but tell y'all about everybody else's business. I can't even understand your husband. I talked to him a few times to you to sit around, let you sit there and take some information from somebody to tell some shit about my daughter. And you just can't let her name out your mouth. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you that obsessed with at my daughter that you can't get past? You got your own fucking kids, your own daughter. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. Because it would be fucked up for somebody to say that you get drunk, you and your husband, and y'all fucking do threesomes with your kids or some shit like that. See how that don't feel good or it don't sound good to put shit like that out there? But you're a messy motherfucker that do that. I really believe and went to bat for you a lot of times, not thinking that you do this type of deep, messy shit. But I never went to the lawyers, none of that shit. But you will get a fucking defamation one. So you can add me on the list. So make sure you laugh, throw the paperwork up, and your ass getting it for that one. And you better have some hard concrete, way more than that motherfucking stinky ass, old ass, molesting ass Lily that's sending you the motherfucking whatever the fuck information you think you know. But it's all already come out. And you can rest for sure. This right here ain't going easy. So that shit fucking defamation one. So you can add me on the list. So make sure you laugh, throw the paperwork up, and your ass getting it for that one. And you better have some hard concrete, way more than that motherfucking stinky ass, old ass, molesting ass Lily that's sending you the motherfucking whatever the fuck information you think you know. Fucking defamation one. So you can add me on the list. So make sure you laugh, throw the paperwork up, and your ass getting it for that one. And you better have some hard concrete, way more than that motherfucking stinky ass, old ass, molesting ass Lily that's sending you the motherfucking whatever the fuck.
Wait a minute. Did he say what I think I heard him say 3 times? Why is Lily name repeatedly coming up in everybody? Yo, come on, bro. This is crazy.
Information you think you know, but it's all already come out. And you can rest for sure. This right here ain't going easy. So that shit you think you got off for your fucking views because Azrael chose to go on Fox Soul over your channel. Who the fuck want to get on your messy channel? Name a credible celebrity that got on your fucking channel, ever. Name a credible public figure that got on your channel, ever. You're fucking messy, man. You fucking messy and you got fucking kids. So when somebody tormenting the fuck out your little kids, how the fuck you and your husband gonna feel then? When motherfuckers start posting and talking about your fucking children. Huh? How you gonna feel like that? Y'all motherfuckers ain't no different than nobody else. Do you really believe that you the fucking YouTube queen or something? But won't nobody say shit to you? I don't say shit to you out of respect that we had a little relationship and bond going with it. But then you kept crossing because you need to be a YouTuber. Now, if you wanted to be in the mess of this shit, that's fine. But sitting there telling my daughter crackhead or cokehead, let me explain something to you. If my daughter was a cokehead, she got to be the best looking motherfucking cokehead in the world. And motherfucker, you must be jealous because you ain't a cokehead. Maybe if that would make you, if God bless motherfuckers like her to be a cokehead, then maybe you need to start getting on some coke. How about that? Then maybe your husband keep your ass off the internet and keep in the bedroom a little bit more.
Oh my
The
God.
fuck wrong with you? Like y'all, this shit is way, way beyond. But this how you gotta feel like you sleep at night. But this is why you get drunk, because you really sitting in self-pity. You're a self-pity motherfucker. See, one thing about my life, I ain't scared of shit that I did. And if you gonna tell my life, then learn how to read the motherfucking paperwork I got gave you. Because the motherfucker, I ain't never sold no motherfucking coke. And I wasn't a coke man. So if you gonna tell it, tell my past, tell it right. See, one thing about it, I stand on the truth, the real truth. So that bullshit you running around the internet, lying to all million of your followers, start telling the fucking truth. You came to nothing but a hoodwink motherfucking sellout. Cause all you do run around the motherfucking internet and lie on all motherfucking black motherfucking people that you envy of.
I should always win.
Well, then from that point, it gets here. Let's listen to this.
In a ring? What the fuck do you mean? Like, the fuck out of here. Some of these people weird. Like, listen. Number one, Rkelly is not on no motherfucking drugs or no cocaine or any of that shit. Second of all, if Rkelly was sitting in front of a big ass motherfucking mountain of cocaine, what the fuck does that have to do with your fucking pedophile king sticking his dick in a minor and recording her and having gay sex with her, and she getting out of the tub getting attacked by old women out of the shower when he recorded, and all of that shit? Man, y'all picked the wrong motherfucking night. Y'all picked the wrong motherfucking night. We need to listen. We need to get over our bullshit. We need to fix that shit. We need to make that shit right. Like, motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't believe shit until motherfuckers get locked up and they be in a jail. Yeah, Lo said he in the gym. He mad at a motherfucker. You know what I mean? That shit uncalled for. She ain't have to do that. She got her position in this shit too.
That goes to show, remember when I told you he was getting exclusives? That's when he was getting exclusives, right? And you seen when them text messages stopped, his channel stopped, right? But hold on, let's finish.
You know what I mean? She got her position in this shit. She got her position in this shit. You know? Nah, man, Batum, she ain't on no motherfucking drugs, bro. She ain't on no cocaine. All that shit is fed by the same motherfuckers that run that organization over there. Them old ass women that been with this nigga for 30 years behind the scenes. I know Lysol. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
So I got a question. I got one question to ask everybody. And this gonna shut down why everybody should walk away from this fraud ass nigga. When he got that liquid carriage, that drink up in him, and when he was getting text messages, he was confident. But when Angelo walked away from him, I'm talking about the YouTube pedophile. When Angelo walked away from him, he started saying things like, yo, don't include me in that. I don't know Rkelly. So why would the lawyers come after me? Because I don't know Rkelly. Hold on. But you put yourself in that predicament to know Rkelly, right? Because you came on here and told over 2,000 people, Droopy the Spy Dog, that you knew Rkelly. That you know for sure that he's a pedophile. That you know for sure that bop, 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 bop. Versus Dana saying, free Rkelly. And I know for sure that Rob ain't do such and such and such and such. See the difference? I never sat back and said, oh no, I don't know Rkelly. And when the heat came on, I stood there and said, yep, I do know him. Yep. And I ain't see him do nothing wrong. See the difference. Let's finish.
It ain't getting heavy. This shit about to get wild. Because I see a lot of people truths is getting ready to come to the light. A lot of people truths or the roles that they played in this shit. The behind the scenes, and we got work to do, and we've been working behind the scenes. All of the people that swear and tell their subscribers that, hey, ain't nothing gonna happen to me, this and that. All of that kind of stuff, bro. Like, this shit about to get wild. This shit about to get ugly. Somebody said that today. I won't say who said it, but she is 100% motherfucking correct. This shit about to get ugly. And everybody, all of these people that played a role in witness intimidation, aiding and abetting, witness tampering,
pay attention,
domestic terrorism, all of that shit. Hey, you know?
So you know what I got to say? All these people that played the part and victim tampering, aiding and abetting, domestic terrorism, lying, case tampering. I'm pitching for all them people to go to jail. Javante Cunningham, all of them. I'm pitching for all of them to go to jail. All the ones that have been working behind the scenes, I'm pitching for all of them to go to jail. The smart dummy, Droopy the spy dog, and the YouTube pedophile, I'm pitching for all of them to go to jail. Let's finish.
He mad, but at the end of the day, bro, she can say what the fuck she want to say. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Today I saw a ladybug, and it's so crazy because Whitney used to always call me Ladybug, and we used to have thousands of ladybugs in Virginia come summertime. We used to open up all the windows, and thousands of ladybugs would just come into the house. They would fly into the house, and it would just be the most beautiful thing ever.
So, how we go from there, right? To Angelo, my bro. This and this and this and this. And I keep asking the same question. Who benefits if Kels don't come home? So now I'm going to flip and I'm going to ask this question. Who activated Larry to try to keep people on a different path while them folks continue to steal from Rkelly? But then I got one better. Angelo said it better than I did. Check this out.
The truth gonna come out. It's gonna really fuck you up, bro. Because you think you're smarter than everybody. You think you're smarter than the system. You went there down that woman, put your truth out. I don't got nothing to do with that. You ain't even mad with me. You did your motherfucking self. Nobody told you to go do what you did. You did it, bro. I hate all this shit y'all try to say about you. You can say whatever you want about me. I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I just gave her all of the information. I got the actual people on the phone. She made decisions. She made decisions of her own. And it was not easy. It was days and days and days of crime. It was hours and hours and hours of footage. It was indictments. It was phone calls. It was a lot of different things. And it was a lot of information that she just did not know. But let me say this, though you might have showed all that, I think what really made what solidified what you showed her was his absence. Because it might have been a completely different story if he was out. I don't think so. Not after what I showed her. Like not how she took it. It's not just me. It's not just me that deal with her. It's my girl. It's my mom. It's my daughter.
What?
What I'm trying to say is that no matter.
So let's keep it real. And I'm going to go here. Since he said his girl, his daughter, and his mom aided and abetted him in witness tampering, I think his girl, his daughter, and his mom should go to jail. These are his words, not mine. I think his mother, his daughter, and his girl should go to jail because he said that they aided and abetted him. That's a crime. And we, the people, have a reason to ask the government why Larry McGee is not in jail for aiding and abetting and coercing and tampering with a federal trial. We have that right. Let's go.
And now you want to try to throw me in. I'm not in it, bro. And don't drag me in your shit. You in this all by yourself, homie.
Hey, Joseph, I don't know.
Back and forth with this girl, bro. You got everybody. You saved all the girls in this shit. And how did my daughter leave your house to go to Chicago? Oh, you paid for the ticket. The same week that I gave you money for her stand, right? Am I correct? Okay, yeah, I thought so. Nigga, I paid for my daughter to go there after she switched. She was born in LA. She wanted to go to Chicago. She popped her up to try to go get Cheryl. So you know, tell the truth. Don't fucking lie, you piece of shit.
We did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving Rkelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the stories, we got motherfucking video, audio to lie, we got the bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants.
Don't fucking lie, you piece of shit.
We did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving Rkelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the stories, we got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Asriel at my house, you have seen parents at my house.
All you're doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself.
Surviving Rkelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the stories, we got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Asriel at my house, you have seen parents at my house.
All you're doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself, man.
Surviving Rkelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the stories, we got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Asriel at my house, you have seen parents at my house.
All you're doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself, man. I'm good. I'm away from that. My daughter's finished her shit, and now because of you, she may be pulled back into some shit. Because of you. Running your fucking mouth. Do whatever you gotta do, homie. But you don't want to play with me and touch me with my daughter.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Uh-oh.
He had a picture of
talking to federal agents and you.
Okay, here we have Shabazz exposing Larry.
Did he hit you? Documentary. You recorded that behind closed doors when this lady was on the phone talking to federal agents, and you won't even put out the truth about that. When she was on the phone talking about them gay niggas, why you ain't put that out there? That's what she was talking about in the phone call. You know what I mean? When I sent the fucking feds to fuck you up, why you ain't talk about that? You know what I mean? Did Rkelly sleep with you? Did he hit you? Documentary.
What is his obsession with homosexuality? I can recall him putting a half-naked picture of Rkelly on his channel. He had a picture of Rkelly in his underwear. My thing is, as it's always been, as well, Larry is a homosexual too, and so is her brother.
What?
So, how you gonna bash Rkelly for allegedly being bisexual? She engaged in homosexual activity with Rkelly.
Mm.
One sin is no greater than the other.
What? Wow.
This stupid motherfucker, this stupid idiot, skunk ass bitch kills nation. Malicious conspiracy. And man, we dealing with a bunch of motherfuckers, broke motherfuckers. We're gonna put the pressure on their ass. We're gonna fly, we're gonna talk to local police station, we're gonna find out who grills, we're gonna get the report and everything. I just told my girl, like, take the MX, man, sign up for all the programs, everything. Report all them pages, everything you see on these pages, like, report them, get them going. Like, report the shit out of them. I'm gonna take, man, they got me out here, man. Gotta take the government out here on display, man, and post with the message, man. I'm upstairs having to discuss shit. Got me out here fucked up, man. Posting the government all over. They found out who I am. They said they gonna put me all over the internet. They're gonna expose me, man. I just gotta take my L, man. Damn. You know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. This is the first time I done took the L. It's the first L I done took. I'm shook. Damn. You have to come from the dirtiest nigga on the whole internet. And we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how it goes, see how it play out. You know what I mean? Go live from a private investigative firm, either Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna actually do it, and I'm gonna film that shit. I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's how we gonna handle this shit. That's why, even though we a pussy ass nigga, that's why none of them niggas will fuck with him. That's why we got into it with Rock back down. He from out south. He live in the neighborhood. Live in Southside neighborhood.
Wait, do Rock know you said it about him? Do Rock know you said that about them? Now I know you will never be able to go back to Chicago. What up, Durham?
That's why we got into it with Rock back down. He from out south. He live in the neighborhood. He live in Southside neighborhood. It ain't about him. He live in the neighborhood. He go around telling niggas he got problems. Them niggas is coming. That's why I always told you people in Chicago, be careful. I ain't worried about none of them other niggas and stuff done. He the only one of these that's from out south. Even though he a pussy ass nigga, he from out south. He think he would do all this underhand ass shit. And none of them niggas do anything to it. I know 4-5 niggas that's around Rkelly. That's supposed to be that Durham bar and shit was going on. That Durham chick. Durham got the motherfucker hitters. He got them shorties. Durham fuck on your ass with them shorties. The shorties don't give a fuck. They ain't got no cut card. They gonna shoot immediately. But another thing Durham knows that I'm off the farm. You know what I mean? So, as much as I talk about him, you never heard him say no shit about me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I heard him say no shit about me. Yeah, I know now he popping up something. But I'm stop this fucking thing with you. Fuck that nigga. Yeah. He ain't better say no shit about me. Bitch, I'm gonna put the mold on his ass. Quick. Mold on his ass. So if I go to Chicago and bust down, then man, listen, man. I've always told you. I don't know, nigga. This is I was told you not to go back with one time. And I told you not to go back with again. I wouldn't go up there no more. It ain't the boasty Bolingbrook guys that never come out the room with them 3 niggas from Bolingbrook he gonna show with. It ain't that. It ain't fucking DJ, little bitty ass crackhead, ain't got nobody that's to the move. Talking about some pussy ass faces in Chicago, man. I think kill all of them. All of them. Well, whack them, mate. It's fucking done. The only reason why he's been able to go back and forth is because it ain't no big deal for him. It's internet shit. And it's hard for him to get niggas mobilized around me doing shit. But now he probably got this PPP, all this other shit, this government SBA loan money, because he had the portfolio trying to get them grants, so he probably was already established for that shit. Now he's able to put a couple of dollars in them niggas' pocket. He can make it happen on your ass. But by the time y'all go back to Chicago for court dates, Chicago is after the fucking New York case. Mm-hmm. It's a long time. Like, that nigga probably gonna be in jail. He probably gonna be locked up. He probably gonna be locked up. Making Carol C's all fucked up. Shit, DJ too. By the time this shit hit the fan, this shit gonna be ugly. I know the motherfuckers gonna run off some channels. Well, there's a lot of motherfuckers gonna run off some channels. You don't get the fuck all away from this shit. The man locked up in the neighborhood, they put about 800 motherfuckers in jail. That's when you gonna know how real this shit is. And it will be about 800 motherfuckers that's gonna get charged in this shit. From 5 to 800 people. And some of them motherfuckers ain't gonna have no fun like him. Some of them gonna get charged for child shit. Gay motherfuckers all kind of shit. No? But my guess is, a lot of these motherfuckers you having to deal with, if he do go to court in September, and that judge said that they got to give over that discovery, what, 2 months, 60 days, 45 days? Which one?
Nah, Facebook had gave it over last week.
Nah, I'm talking about before you go to court, they got to tell them who the people is in their indictment. Well, before you go to court on that RICO, they probably going 2 months before he go to court. If he really going to court in September, then they going to go lock everybody up that RICO. I can't see them doing that until like a month and a half before it's time for them to go to court in 2 months.
That's on the 22nd.
So if he go to court on September,
Ooh boy, let the rat talk.
let's say August, and then let's say July the 14th. Between July 14th and August the 1st, all them motherfuckers is gonna get locked up. If he really, that's how you can tell if he gonna go to court or not. If it's gonna be another superseding indictment, if some other shit is coming. You know what I mean? I think he ain't gonna get about 3 or 4 more superseding indictments. And I don't think he's gonna go to court until next year. I don't think he's going to court this year.
Why you say that?
COVID coming back. All that shit, I don't think he's going to court this shit. It's probably going to be next year, February or some shit.
Shit, they about to lock Avenatti ass back up.
What he do?
Violated his fucking COVID release.
Straight up, it's in the news?
Hell yeah. The judge said he violated when he used his friend's computer and the foul motions into his case. That gotta be the dumbest shit ever. These niggas done took over the police station. What the fuck?
Up in Seattle?
Yeah.
They finna get killed. I had 100 people call me about this shit.
I don't
and if the nigga that's above the shit is doing they calling him worse than Rkelly. Yeah. The nigga, the rapper.
What rapper?
He's gonna get ready. There's a rapper behind all that shit up there. Name, rapper. Nigga terrible. Rad Simone.
Trump about to start a fucking war.
Trump ain't about to start the war. Motherfucking army is going up in there. National Guard, all that shit is going up in there.
And when niggas show the Army and National Guard that they ain't scared of, it's gonna be bloodshed.
Man, them niggas, man, it's the fucking army, bro. Like,
who gives a fuck?
Man, they going up in there, tear gas the motherfuckers, shoot their ass with some rubber bullets, and put all their ass in the fucking jet.
Nigga.
And if they fire one bullet, it's gonna be some dead niggas up there.
Nigga.
They gonna break their ass up.
What happens when people? So do you think I'm worried about when niggas get on the internet and perform? See, I got niggas in real life. I know who they are in real life. They ain't that tough shit. They ain't that tough shit. However, I am gonna play this.
Don't tell me on this motherfucking YouTube street, y'all know who this nigga. Y'all don't know how long I hold shit that I know about a nigga. I just want to see how deep a nigga will cut you. You just allow a motherfucker enough rope to hang their own self. And see, I'm not the coward that these motherfucking YouTubers want me to be, so that's why I had to address him before he went in. Am I apologetic that it's the timing? I don't give a fuck about time. That shit means nothing to me. Right. It means something to everybody that want to feel weak to a shit, but they need to look in their own goddamn family and see how many motherfuckers lock up in their motherfucking family and holler at them, write them some motherfucking letter, and feel this sorry for that people that's locked up that ain't sent a money order in probably years. How about that? I don't feel sorry for a goddamn grown ass man that crossed me
type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
Shout out to everybody that joined tonight, man. We had a good time. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Thank everybody that donated. Thank everybody that couldn't donate. Thank everybody that wanted to donate. I appreciate everybody. But guess what? It's late. See y'all tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be on my Bozo channel. You know what that means. Hey, Larry, you started this war. Now it's time for you to come out and play. But I ain't going to boost your channel up. Trust me, I'm not. It is what it is. Peace.
My soul feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah. Simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops rain. Follow me. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Follow me. Remember me from Lake Clifton, Eastern High School. Also down at the Harbor Place, working at the fudgery. I was always singing at the Jeter shows. That time was so special to me. There's so much more to Dana J than what the eye can see. I want you to know I love you. I want you to know I need you. Where would I be without you? Nowhere, 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 nowhere. Feel it in my music, along with the stories I bring up. I'm never gonna lose it. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Feel it in my music, along with the stories that I bring you. I'm never gonna lose it. No way, no way, no way, no way. Another Dana J classic.